Okay guys, I'm going to attempt to make a socket for a jet boat impeller. This is Berkeley size impeller that goes on the end of the shaft. I promised somebody from Minnesota, I forget his name right now, but he's trying to get his impeller off his jet boat he has, and I told him I'd make him a socket. So this is going to be a piece of 1/4-inch plate, and we're going to try to cut it, and then I'm going to weld this to a piece of pipe. I need to make the other end so I can attach a wrench or a ratchet. So let's try doing this. Everything's zeroed out. I did a dry run, it looked okay, but who knows? I have the torch height control off because it's thick material. It's 1/4-inch plate, so you don't need usually a torch height control. This stuff doesn't work that much. So the plasma cutter's on, and let's give it a shot. So let's run this here. See how it happens here if it cracks. So let's see if it fits the impeller. The impeller nut, actually. So hold on one second. That's the most critical dimension here to make sure it fits. So let's just try turning it over. Looks like it fits pretty good. A little tight, but I have some dross on here that I need to remove. So the next video will probably be me welding this on a piece of pipe here. This is actually a real nice fit. So, more to come. Okay guys, this is the second part of the impeller, jet boat impeller socket. I found out the YouTuber's name. His YouTube handle is Save It for Parts. He's in Minnesota. I don't know if he still needs this. He did get a small laser cutter. I don't know if it'll cut this material though. So what I'm making here is, this is a backer for the part that I just cut out, because this is going to be all welded to a big piece of pipe, and I don't want, when you put the pipe on the nut through the shaft on the impeller, I don't want that to fall through. So I need to have like a stopper. So that's what this is going to be. This is going to go on the back side of the nut. It's all going to be welded to the pipe. Then the next portion I need to make is the top part, where either a socket's going to go into a ratchet drive going to go into, or just a piece of hex welded to welded to a piece of plate, piece of round plate, so it's centered. He could use a wrench. I think it's 7/8 I have, and you could put a socket on that too. So we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. What I really wanted to do is punch a square into some 1/4-inch or 3/8 plate, but my press, I need 50 tons or 70 tons to do that. My press is only 30 tons, so it's not. I also have the pieces to do that, the punch and everything with the guide, but it's just not going to work. So anyways, I have this zeroed out. It's actually showing 1 inch in my Z height right now, because that's my rapid clearance. I did do a dry run on this, so when it comes back to its work 0, it uses the rapid clearance of 1 inch, so it knows where the top of the material is right now, because I did zero my Z out. So anyways, let's run this, and we'll do a quick video here. Plus run. This is a dry run here. This is the outer hole. Inside holes are counterclockwise, outside holes are clockwise. It has to do with the swirl inside the plasma torch. So this is what Hypertherm recommends. So anyways, let's uncheck disable torch. And we're gonna run it. Everything else is set. So let's go. I gotta dig for this one, so let's move this guy back a little bit here. See if I can find it in here. And there's the ring. And I'll show you what I mean. What I'm attempting to do here. This is going to be welded to the pipe, and this is a blocker, so it's going to, as this bottoms out here, it's going to stop, so the socket will not move anymore into the impeller. So more to come on that. When I weld it all together, I'll show you. Okay, this is some crazy stuff here, folks. This is 1/4 inch plate. Trying to broach a 1/2 inch square hole in here for a ratchet. What I did is I found the center, pre-drilled it, and now I'm going to try to push it through. We'll see what happens. Let's go. I think it went through. Okay, so here we have the plate I just broached. Kind of scary. I don't know if you guys saw that video, but it made me jump. Because when that thing went through, boy, it hammered. But anyways, it fits good on this ratchet. Now, I'm going to weld all these parts together. This is the YouTube guy, Save It for Parts, that I'm making this jet boat impeller socket for. So here's the 3 main parts that I'm going to be using that I made, and here's the other guy here, the pipe. So this is going to be welded on top of here after I square it up, and the bottom side is going to have this guy. This is the stopper, and then this guy's going to, this guy's going to be welded on here too. I'm going to weld these two together first, and then center everything, and pretty sure that will have good engagement here for this nut, and he should be able to use impact or a big breaker bar, 1/2 inch, and it should be able to get that nut off. Maybe some heat will help. Some of these jet boat impeller nuts are on there pretty good, and some are corroded. So I'll be squaring this up in the mill, and then I'll be welding everything together and do a final weld and a final vid.